Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Rob Kugler from My Comedy. Man, it's been a while. It's been 4 years since the last video that I shared, which was how to find your own voice. And what I learned the most there was finding my own voice was really learning how to help other people. Or at least when I was helping other people is when I heard my own voice. And that's what this entire channel is supposed to be, right? It's about helping other people learn how to do voices. And I'm not a professional coach. You know, I haven't had any, professional character voiceover coaching myself. But I like to do impersonations, and some of them, it's just one of those things like, like my friends and family tell me that they're good. I'm not getting paid to do these anywhere, but I just really enjoy doing them. And it's been a real big part of who I am. And then people would ask me, how do you do that? How do you do that? And I've never known. I've just been able to do it. So what I started doing with this channel was trying to figure out, how am I making my voice sound like this? And I can't always articulate it the best, right? Because it's hard to figure it out. But I also, really quick, before we get into this tutorial, before we get into trying to learn, we're going to see if I can even figure out how to tell you how to sound like Splinter. And even if I'm good enough that you can tell that it's supposed to be Splinter. But in the last 4 years, I have been on an incredible journey. My best friend in the world, my chocolate lab, Bella, she was diagnosed with terminal cancer. And her and I took really a journey of a lifetime around the entire United States. And she passed away in 2016. Man, I can't believe that's that long ago already. October 2016. We're coming up on 4 years. Wow. I think it's crazy to think, because she lives on eternally now, and she does through a book. I was very blessed with the opportunity to publish a book called A Dog Named Beautiful, and I'll show it to you right here. It's published in multiple countries, in multiple languages. Here it is. Here's the U.S. version. There's my face, the corner of my face. That's good. They cut me out of it. Who needs to see that? And here's Bella and I on different travels. Acadia National Park in Maine. This is the Adirondacks in upstate New York. And here it is in German. Bella's last ride. I love this one. And then here it is in the UK. I'm covering up my own face now. There's not much you're missing. But again, pictures on the back, and there's pictures in the middle. So I'll post a link if anyone is interested in checking this book out and learning more. And also, I was able to record the audio book for this, which was a huge blessing. And that was done in a professional studio. Right now, I'm just in the basement of my rental house where I threw up some plywood and then attached these little, sound foam that I ordered off of Amazon. So bear with me here. But anyway, so I just wanted to share this with you, and that's what I've been up to these past 4 years. And well, there's even more. At the end of this story, I meet someone, and I live with her today, and we are expecting a baby girl in July. And we have 3 dogs now. We have 2 border collies, and then a little mutt that was found in the trash in Mexico. So it's a lot of things have been changing, but I had to get back at this and just really, get another video out there and get back to the expression. And also, like I said, trying to see if we can get these voices figured out and then how we do them. I've been trying to figure out how to articulate this Splinter, and it's been pretty tough. So without further ado, we're going to get at it. We've been at this for 4 minutes, so if you're still listening, thank you. So without further ado, I'm going to try and do Kevin Clash's Splinter, which is from the 1990 movie, which is my favorite movie because I was 8 years old at the time, and all of my friends and I were always being Ninja Turtles. That was like the main thing. And so, yeah, just give me a moment here, and I'm going to go ahead and record So you're hearing me only through my iPhone audio, and then I'm recording this onto the audio on my computer. I had to get this video out today. The computer needed an update from my other software, and it says it's going to take it over a day to download, and no one has time for that. I really wanted to get this video out today, so let's give it a shot. And don't be too hard on me about about my Splinter here, all right? But again, it's fun. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? And remember that for yourself. And if anybody says, oh, that wasn't good enough, then don't do voices for that person anymore. They don't need to hear it. All right, do your voices for people that laugh, right? And your friends and people that don't really judge you harshly. You know, I mean, of course, if it's horrible and it sounds nothing like it, then, you know, maybe that's okay. But at the same time, there's just a level of judgment that just doesn't need to be there. And some people really think that they're experts and anyone can be a judge. But, you know, it takes a real person to put themselves out there and create. So just remember that. Okay, here we go. Okay, you still with me? Sorry, that took a little bit longer than I thought. Okay. I've got some ginger peach tea with a little bit of honey in it. This voice is really hard. It's really scratchy. You got to be careful not to scratch your vocal cords on this. And also keep this voice to a minimum. Don't do too many lines in it because it's hard not to fry your cords. Excuse me. I, too, once had a family, Danny. Many years ago, I lived in Japan, a pet of my master Yoshi, mimicking his movements from my cage and learning the mysterious art of ninjutsu, for Yoshi was one of Japan's finest shadow warriors. His only rival was a man named Oroku Saki, and they competed in all things. But nothing more fiercely than for the love of a woman, Tang Shin. Shin's love was only for my master, and rather than see him fight Saki for her hand, she persuaded Yoshi to flee with me to America. But Saki vowed vengeance. I remember it well, as my master returned home to find his beloved Shin lying on the floor. And then he saw her killer. Saki wasted no words, and during the struggle, my cage was broken. I leapt to Saki's face, biting and clawing, but he threw me to the floor and took one swipe with his katana, slicing my ear. Then he was gone, and I was alone. Yeah, so that hurt. So, I don't know. It was decent, and I know we can do better, but I can tell you one of the biggest things that I learned that I was doing is that when once I started listening to this again, because I hadn't listened to the movie in years, and I'd been doing the voice, I realized that I'd been doing the voice way too deep and actually putting more pressure on my vocal cords than needed. And I was Michelangelo, 10 backflips, now. That's kind of how I was always doing it. But then I realized that it was much more, like less, like it was when I do the lower voice, right? So this, I'm going to try to just get the tutorial part in right now. So I would do with let's start with Michelangelo, m. Start off with the M sound, right? M. Kind of like you're getting ready to clear some phlegm. Right? So you don't want your voice to escape from right here from your lips. You want the sound to kind of stop here. Right? So hold it back. Like I said, you're clearing some phlegm. I feel like my epiglottis is closing. I'm not looking inside there with a scope, so I can't exactly tell. But that's what I do is just bring it back here and then push and strain a little, right? meh, meh. Michelangelo. So you can even see the muscles in my Michelangelo in my throat, kind of hold up here. So I would practice with the meh, 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 and then bring it back here, and then push out. And then you've got to just listen to videos on YouTube, the actual clips, not just mine, but the clip of, let's see, what's this clip here I have? TMNT for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Splinter Origins. There's a YouTube video called TMNT 1990 in parentheses, Splinter Origins. And it's kind of a crappy audio file, but you can still hear enough to get the pace and the sound, and then throwing on, the Japanese accent. And yeah, just go from there, have fun with it. And I know that doesn't seem as in-depth as the others, but really, that's kind of all you have to do is just, again, start with one word, start with one sound, and try to match that sound, and then just get it to come out of the middle of your throat. The lower that you can feel it down in your throat, the lower the tone is going to be. So for here, it was kind of mid-range. And like I said, the lower voice wasn't necessary. It actually hurt my vocal cords, and the voice isn't as low that Kevin Clash did for the actual movie. So I hope that this helped you. And I'm excited to get back at this and get more videos out there again. And I've missed interacting with everybody, and I've really missed the creativity of these, because I'm a person that has a lot of energy, right? And I can get really pent up, and energy comes out through our art and through our expression and through our voices, and literally, it just literally comes out of your body. So I need this. So hopefully, you appreciate it, and that, you'll be looking forward to more videos in the future. Let me know what voices that you're looking for. I'll see if I can do them, and I'll start running through my Rolodex and figure out which voices that I can do that I can, bring back and put on this channel. So it was great to see everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe out there. And yeah, this was fun. So thanks for riding along. All right. Catch you later.